We're getting dropped off at Mondeaux Avenue, and we got Buzz here helping me out today. I really appreciate it, Buzz. Thanks for all your hard work on the Ice Age Trail. He's been telling me how he's been going out while working with the brush cutter and stuff. So thanks for helping us out this morning. Coming up to the North Fork of the Yellow River here. There it is right there, steam coming off of it. Kind of sunny on this side. This is a little walkway that they put, I guess, for fishermen and for the Ice Age Trail. But according to the Buzz, they're taking it down. So I think technically you're supposed to come down here and walk this through here on this little bridge, but again, there's the Ice Age Trail diamond there, and it seems pretty solid right here. Nice the area for contemplating. According to Buzz, the fish here isn't all that great. So, but they said they're coming down and dismantling this walkway. It looks like it might get to the point where it'll be getting a little wobbly. And like I said, it's kind of a thing where it's you just walk on the road here. It's really not all that needed. So, just when I say that, I got a car coming. I gotta watch myself. Well, there it is, the North Fork of the Yellow River, and coming down here and turning into the woods to the right here. I'll be just on this road for a few feet, maybe 50. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I knew it just cut in here. So I'm on my way. From that bridge, which would be down that way a ways. The trail comes on the south side of the road for, I'd say, maybe 3/4 of a mile. And it comes out on the road again here. And just to note, this carcinite post here is broken. It's broken off. Somebody just shoved it in the ground like that. And you come down out here on Mondeaux Avenue, and you head down this way. I just changed up part of my clothing. I took the bubble jacket off. I was getting warmed up. I hate being cold in the morning, so I tend to overdress. When I came out on the road here, like right here, I decided to change up my stuff. Lots of times I will change up stuff on the road just so I can see if I dropped anything or whatever. It just makes it easier to locate something if I accidentally dropped it. So I'm going up this way, and the Ice Age Trail should be starting to the left here, which is the north side of the road, and going to Highway E. Very bright area over here. That usually means you're running out to a road here when there's a lot of brightness. This section between Mondeaux Avenue and Highway E, or I don't know if it's Mondeaux Drive, but just west of E, it's been a lot of routes. Used to go over a lot of routes like that. Yeah, here's the road. See the road now. Here comes the car by, or truck. It's a decent walk, just what I call a rooty trail, and once in a while a rock or two, but nothing too incredibly bad. So making some progress, getting warmed up. It's gonna go from 35 to 65 today. So we gotta be prepared for to take off layers, which I've already done. And we're coming out here to County Highway E, 2.2 miles to Highway Forest Road 106, which is the one that goes on the west side of Mondeaux. And there's a nice Ice Age Trail sign. And here's Highway E, a nice paved road. Hey, I've been hiking in this cool pine forest here. But what happens is pine trees, they fall down. Here's a good example of where they've had to saw here. And here we got another big tree that has just fell down. So then I take a look around and decide, well, where's the designated place to go? This looks like it's been used a few times, so I'm going to cross here. So I need to go. I almost didn't quite make it there. But there's the tree crossing the trail, and here's the one that from earlier. And there it looks like there's going to be some more, so they must have had some winds in here. Another cool little creek here with a bridge that's been repaired several times. It's got several different sized boards on it. And this cool little pine forest here. Big pines. Just a nice walk. Maybe we'll be coming to the road on the west side of the Mondeaux Flowage pretty soon. So that's our next landmark. Hey, it's T-Man. I'm at what they're calling the Picnic Point campground. There's some tents over there. This is the Mondeaux Flowage. And I'll be hiking north from here on this side of the lake here, going up that way. And then I'll eventually be hiking on the other side of the lake. But nice little campground here. There are some people camping here, but they must be off hiking the Ice Age Trail. There's a nice little outhouse there kept up. And here's the bulletin board and the pay site and all that stuff right there. And if you come down this way, you have a little spruce trail. The Ice Age Trail. This looks like a little boat launch thing. And there's a little bench for the sitting, having a little picnic, or brand new picnic tables to have a picnic too. Come down this way and you meet the side trail to the Ice Age Trail. And then we'll be escalating up on the Mondeaux Esker. So it's been a nice hike so far from Mondeaux Avenue over to Highway E and now to the Mondeaux Flowage, which is right over there. We're hiking this little spur trail to the Ice Age Trail, and there's a little sign down here, West Point 1, and the Ice Age Trail. Actually, the Ice Age Trail is going towards the West Point and going to the left. But here we go. We're going up on Esker. We're escalating. Up, and this is a unique Esker because there's a lake on one side of it, right over there. So that's kind of what's cool about this esker is you're hiking on it, and for almost the whole time. To West Point would be 1 mile, which is another campground, and to the Mondeaux Lodge, which is about 2 miles, which is a picnic area and a pavilion. You're pretty much on top of this esker. So you can see the esker goes down that way to forest. It goes down this way to lake. I'm hiking on a really cool portion here. You got the flowage right down there. You got these huge white pine trees. I believe they're white pine. Could be red pine, but I think they're white. But just a cool section of the Mondeaux esker here, next to the flowage and in a beautiful landscape. All right, we're coming up to a little bench here on the Mondeaux esker. It's pretty spectacular. There's Mondeaux flowage down there in memory of Rich Lepe. And on this side of the esker, there's kind of like a wetlands down on this side of the esker too. So at one point there was kind of like a pond on one side of the esker, and the flowage on the other side. There's actually water on each side. Okay, we're coming up here. Oh, look at that. That's incredible. We got a couple trail obstructions up here. Right there. Sometimes that happens when one tree falls down. So you can see, oh, it's all the same tree. There, it's the same tree. But sometimes like let's say one tree falls down and it hits another tree, and then you get a little cluster of trees. Hey, how you doing? I'm at the road that goes into the West Point campground. There's a truck that just came by, and I just came down off the esker that way, and I think we kind of go back up on top of the esker this way eventually again, if not right away. Here it goes again, and let's see what we do here. So that's another place you can camp. It does allow camping trailers and RVs and stuff like that. Here's a little waterfall right there. Little creek going into the Mondeaux flowage. And looks like we're kind of weaving our way back up to the top of a hill here. Here's another really cool section around the flowage. Right here, look at this. Holy cow. That's nice. Look at that. There's the flowage. I'm trying to see if I can see the Mondeaux Lodge yet, but not quite yet. I heard some voices. It could be people out fishing or whatever. But we're heading for the north end of the lake. Oh, look at this. This is a huge tree that fell over. That's amazing. Look at that. Wow. Here it is. And look at all the rocks underneath it that the glacier put here. There's up close and personal. Look at that. And we're going up again here and around this and get more views of this big huge tree. And it has a blaze on it. The mark of death, sometimes it seems. Just heading towards the Mondeaux Lodge. A little view of the flowage there. And I'm heading down this way. I'm near what's called the Spearhead Campground. And that's not too far from the pavilion. I'd say maybe less than a half a mile, maybe even a third of a mile. So I'm heading down this way right here, and we'll see where they take us here for the Ice Age Trail. It looks like there's a grassy area down here, and then we're going to the left. Looks to me. Let's see, and the Spearhead Campground is to the right. So again, this is another campground where you can have RVs. Just a picnic point campground on the bottom or the southwest side of the lake is where you can't have RVs. It's just a tent. Okay, so there's no parking on the grass evidently, and we're gonna be back. Just coming down here to see if I can see the lodge down that way. Maybe if I come out here, here's the flowage again, and then the top end of the lake is down that way. So here I'm going up this huge esker again, right here. So shouldn't be too long. We got a big staircase here, so I'm going to stop the video and concentrate on going up the stairs. We're getting close to the Mondeaux Lodge. There's only been a couple ups and downs since that last road, and now we're hitting a big down here. So I think we're escalating off the esker right here. We're going down the esker, and that's going to be it for the esker. There's some stairs. There's a little path on the side of the stairs for people that don't like stairs, like runners and stuff. And we're escalating off the esker. Hey, how you doing? I'm at the Mondeaux Lodge, which is right there. And they have a swimming beach over here. They have a little house, a little cabin over there that's must be the store. So it says ice cream, wood, bait, all that stuff, and there's a Pepsi machine over here. Here's the Mondeaux Lodge. It used to have like a little snack bar in here, but it looks, well, it's at the end of September, so everything's closed up. The showers are closed up at this point, and we have a couple ladies out walking their dog and going fishing right there. Just a nice spot here. Like I said, I'm not sure what they're doing with this Mondeaux Lodge. It must be open during the summer. It says it's in the National Register of Historic Places. But that's the flowage there. We're at the north part of the flowage. And right next to here is the dam, which is right over here. We got a couple people over here looking at the dam. So all in all, just a nice area. Well, this looks like it might be a water, something to do with the water over here. It's got a pump. I'm not sure what, I guess you can't get water out of that. It's just a pump, but it feeds the building. And like I said, I didn't go over to the office or the snack bar place there. It's just a nice picnic area. And here's the dam here. So we'll go take a look at the dam since we're right here. Right there, and this Mondeaux flowage is about, I want to say, 3 to 3.5 miles long, and it's made because of this dam right here. There's the water going over the dam, and this, I would say, is probably the most northern point of the Ice Age Trail in the Chequamegon. Now we're going to be heading down the south on the east side of the flowage here. There is no esker on this side of the flowage. There is one campground, and this looks like a little picnic area over here on this side of the dam too. Alright, we're right next to the flowage here. On the east side you can just barely see the beach down that way. So we're heading south on the east side of the flowage, and there's some what I call social trails coming into the Ice Age Trail. I believe there's a campground up that way. There's like 4 different campgrounds on Mondeaux. But just I'm expecting this side of the flowage to be a little bit more what would you say, a little wild, a little less maintained over here, as it's not as popular as hiking on the esker. Looking back on the near the flowage again, where I can see the flowage again on the east side, and I'm hiking south on the east side. For a ways you're too far away from the flowage to see it. Now we're up on this hill and see the flowage down below, so it's kind of a nice view here. We're back next to the flowage again. The trail stayed away from the flowage for a while, and then now we're back right next to it again. Nice little stretch. This last mile or so has been pretty gnarly. Wet trail, wet areas. Just a lot of trees down, like worse than this here. These are right on the ground. We've had some that weren't on the ground. You had to like go around. This is a cool spot here with all the big pines. Oh wow. But again, we're on the east side of the lake, and we were on the west side of the lake earlier, hiking for a long ways. So there's some sort of stairway over there, and maybe that's the picnic grounds that we're at, or some sort of campground. It looks like I see a picnic table over there and all that. So nice cool spot here on the Mondeaux flowage. Everybody, this hike on the east side of Mondeaux has proven to be a bit challenging, to say the least, or irritating, annoying. Here you have a bunch of trees that have actually been taken down by beavers. But and now we're back down here near the flowage again. So what happens over here is that the trail's by the flowage, and then you turn to the east and you're going up and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to cross the road pretty soon, and here's some muck here to go through. But you're thinking you're going to cross the road, and you're getting up to the road, and you're getting like, oh, I'm going to cross the road. And it goes down, takes a right down the hill, and you're going away from the road, and you're going, oh God, I thought I was going to cross the road, now I'm not. And now you come back down here next to the flowage. The flowage is right over there. So just so nice. Oh, and this is muck here. Alright, I finally made it out to the road. I'm at Forest Road 104, which I think they also call East Mondeaux Road or East Mondeaux Drive or something like that. And it says 3.4 miles to Shady Drive, which I'm going. Right here, there's a big old tree down. Just letting Buzz Meyer know there's a big old tree there. Anyway, I'm at the road that I was hoping to cross a long time ago. And I got 3.4 miles to go, and it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're on schedule, maybe another 2 hours. We're on a beaver dam, but here's the little creek that I had to cross. It's the beaver dam, then you come to this creek. Evidently the beaver dam's not enforced anymore. The creek's flowing through it, but here you can see I'm kind of, and this is all like kind of a grassland instead of being a pond. Oh, there's a little bit of a pond there, but and here's actually a log bridge over here. It seems all right, maybe a little bit dicey. Ooh, be careful there. And so this is one of the landmarks that I remember on this hike, is that you come to this beaver dam. And the last time I was here, once I got to this side of the beaver dam, I had a hard time figuring out where to go, where the trail was. It looks like it's going to be fine. Now they've got it mowed or weed whacked or whatever, and they got good signage. Okay, we're at the first occurrence of Fawn Avenue, which is also known as Forest Road 563. So coming up, I think I only got about 3/4 of a mile on this side of the road. Basically, I could walk down the road and get to my car, but that would be cheating. So I am heading over this way, and the last, I want to say 4/10 of a mile has been pretty good. Maybe it's because it's closer to the road and maintainers can get in there to work on the trail easier. But there were some times back in there where I didn't know where the trail was. I was always looking for the blaze, just to make sure I wasn't going the wrong way. So just another down tree here. Maybe I should think about getting a chainsaw certification, you know, and coming out, and just I can hike into these remote place. Well, that wasn't a remote place, but I can hike in to a lot of places and get stuff. All right, looks like we're coming out to the road. Here at Fawn Avenue, I believe it's Shady Drive. It's Shady something. But you can see there's a farm field over there. I can see a stop sign. And coming on out. And my hike will be over. Just like that. I hiked this road walk with Jared a while back. I think it was a year or two ago. Just remember we did this road walk here one day. Forest Road 101 it says. And it's Shady Drive and Fawn Avenue. So Here it says Fisher Creek Road. I don't know why it says that one. It clearly says over there Shady Drive. Oh, 3.4 miles to Fisher Creek Road. So, oh, okay. So that's what that means. Fisher Creek Road is approximately 3 miles east. You keep going down there, and there's the farmer's field right there. And there's the beginning of the trail. Now, something that I didn't know before is there's a little parking area right down here by this person's, across from this person's house here, actually. So Buzz Meyer kind of showed me that this morning, and there's my vehicle. Yay! I finished my hike over by Mondeaux, and I still got some daylight left. So I finished Taylor County, which I'm very proud of. But I decided to come over here to Lincoln County. Here's the Wisconsin River. You can see some ducks out there in the river. And this is the New Wood County Park. It's got a nice picnic shelter, some playground equipment, and some more picnic shelters, and a nice latrine. And here's the car here, or the van. So what I'm doing here is just doing this little dead end of a hike called the Merrill School Forest hike. It is about 3/4 of a mile long, and since it's a dead end, you need to come back, so it's 1.5 miles. So the time is right now about, like I said, 5:30ish to 5:45. The sun sets at about 7:30. So I decided I'd give this a whirl for this little dead end here. Here's the map. Here's some Ice Age Trail information. It kind of shows you where we are now. So that's what the plan is to work on this dead end. And dead end from right there to there. So, all right, and here's the cute little creek that you cross, and well, this says it ends in 1.6 miles, so I'm not sure about my earlier estimation now. And Grandfather Falls is up that way. Nevertheless, I should be able to get that done within the next 2 hours and be done with it. I'm walking in the Merrill School Forest, and here's one of their big bridges here. Looks like they use telephone poles for. And every once in a while, there's like some sort of symbol like that on a tree. Beautiful little creek here, flowing into the Wisconsin River. And just, this looks like the area they're clearing out. But just a cool little, nice hike here. Very nicely done. Gotta watch where I'm going. The Ice Age Trail goes that way. I want to cross that bridge, but just because I've seen the bridge and was attracted to the bridge. But no, Ice Age Trail goes this way. We're coming up on this boardwalk here. I think this is brand new. They've been having some Mobile Skills Cruise events up here this year, and I heard they were building boardwalks. So here's one for James E. Mickelson, benefactor of the school force. Wow. I've come out here to this, on a ski trail looking affair, out here to this, what they call the cordwood shelter here, which is made of stacked wood. They cut wood like 1.5 feet and they use it for the wall right there. So this is going into the building like 1 foot, the 1.5 feet, depending on how long they have, how wide they want the wall. It looks like they got some bottles there too. And we have solar panels. All right, there's the sign we've been looking for. Ice Age Trail ends here. I've got this camera set up for a time shot. I'm gonna push the button here, and I'm gonna come over here and take my, oops, it didn't work. All right, I'm gonna get this set up here. This is function set, 10 seconds, right there. It should go. Is it blinking? I don't know, maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe I should shut it off. Turn it back in. I'm gonna turn the flash off, then maybe it'll work. Function set here. Here we go, 10 seconds. Let's go. Yeah, that's what it took. So we are here, and it'll blink really fast and take a photo. Right there. So that's the end of the segment. Now I gotta hike back out. Hey, I'm back at the Cordwood Lodge here, the Cordwood Shelter with the photovoltaic panel there. I finally figured out how to pronounce it. But anyway, it's got a nice latrine here if you need that. With the Ice Age Trail, if I'm heading back to the New Wood County Park, the Ice Age Trail goes that way, right there. But I've already hiked out to the end. So I really don't need to take that same trail back. The trail goes all over the place. It zigzags around. And this road is a little bit more direct. Plus the road is going to have more light because it's wider. And light is becoming an issue. Alrighty, I'm at this cool windmill here at the Merrill forest here. And I'm heading down one of the roads here. I'm getting back to the New Wood County Park. Right up there's the main lodge. So when you're hiking the road here, it's got arrows to the main lodge. You just follow the arrow to the main lodge, and it comes right out by Highway 107 at the New Wood County Park, right there. So we're coming up on it shortly, and here's the gate down here that I can walk around. But I wouldn't have hiked in here at such a late time of night, knowing that it was going to be dark, if I didn't know that I could just hike out on this road. Hi everybody, it's Sunday morning and I got dropped off here at the Plover River segment. Maddie, there's Maddie the dog right there. And over here's Rachel. She's actually one of our great trail maintainers for the Ice Age Trail. She gave me a shuttle this morning. I really appreciate this because this little section here is a little bit hard to bike hike from Poplar Road?
Yes.
It's called. That's a hard bike hike because you got to go around a long ways. So it's great to have a shuttle today. I thank you for all. She's going out checking out the trail right now. So I appreciate everything. And I'm on my way. I'm hiking on Schwartzman's Drive here. I see there's a car parked here. But this land right here on this side of the road is owned by the Ice Age Trail. It's the State Ice Age Trail property. And see there's a truck park here. And right here I see there's a ribbon up on the tree there. And there's some more ribbons going back in there. So I don't know what the ribbons are for. Here's another ribbon right there. So maybe they're doing something in there, or maybe it's somebody just has a little ribbon thing to their deer stand or something like that. Here you can see it says State Ice Age Trail area right there, right between those rocks. So, and we're coming up to where we have the Ice Age Trail here, going to the right. Here's the place you can go to get clay for lining your pond, for landfill or whatever. So, Schwartzman's Drive was, 3-mile road walk, and it wasn't all that exciting. I seen one lady who was walking the road for exercise in the morning. And here we go. It says 2005 Mobile Skills Crew. So, and here they have a nice little map of the area right there of the whole Eau Claire River segment. Nice signage there, nicely mowed. So what I'm trying to say, like I said, I met a lady who was just hiking down the road for morning exercise. I met some hunters that were bow hunters. They're coming out of the woods. They've probably been in the woods since way early this morning. I asked them if they had any luck, and they said no. I said, oh well, at least you got to enjoy the outdoors for a few hours. So good to see people out enjoying the outdoors. I was just saying, even though it was kind of a boring road hike, at least, it was a place where you didn't have to worry about walking too much. Yesterday, when I did the east side of Mondeaux going to Fawn Avenue, you kind of have to watch every step. As there's roots, rocks, muddy areas. Here's somebody's deer stand right there. And you can see this is really nicely done. You don't have to worry about your footing here. But made some good time and just enjoying it. Now we get to the good stuff. We crossed the stem, and then we got a bunch of waterfalls and a gorge and stuff like that. Life is not a thrill a minute, but to get to the good stuff, sometimes you gotta do a 3-mile kind of boring road walk. Coming up to what I call the dam of the Eau Claire, and you actually walk over the dam as part of the Ice Age Trail. One of the, what would you call it, man-made engineering feats that you get to witness. Looks like there's a loop trail here, the South River Trail. You can loop around, go down to the bridge. There's a road bridge down a ways. So here's the Eau Claire River, and this is the dam, and it's kind of the beginning of the dells of the Eau Claire. Right there, got some white water. And over on this side is a nice little park. So you have an opportunity to use a picnic table, restroom, stuff like that, maybe some water. I know there's also a campground here, so they're bound to have a water faucet someplace. Alright, we're up to the road bridge here. I can't remember what road this is, but really nice rapids here. And I think down here, hi, got some people out walking their dog, another person with camera, and not sure which way we're supposed to go here. North River Trail, there's a way there and there's a way here. I don't know if it matters that much. Ice Age Trail is over on the left post here. So maybe it's kind of all, like, I think it's all the same trail. They all come together. And here we'll see a lot of people out near the waterfalls and then the rock formations. It's going to be just incredible. So like I said, life is not a thrill a minute, but we got to the thrilling part. Oh, all sorts of people climbing on the rocks and by the waterfalls and so forth. And here's the Ice Age Trail going up this way. So we did make it the right way. And here we got a good overlook of the situation here. Look at that. Wow. We're at the dells of the Eau Claire, right there. And here's the path. It's a little tight right there. But, and there's this massive rock here. And I remember the last time that I was here, I managed to go up on top of the rock. Maybe I'll take my hiking poles off, at least that one, and see if I can get up to the top here. It is a cool spot. Okay, got the second hiking pole off. There they are. See if I can get to the top of this rock. Oh, you got a close-up view of the rock there. And we're on top. Wow. This gives you an amazing vantage point. I think I'm going to stay over here in the shade so the sun don't hit us. You got people all over the place down there crawling on the rocks. That's amazing. All series of waterfalls there. Wow. What an incredible vantage point. Really cool rock bridge here going over the a little gully there. It's got rocks on it. I've seen another one like that. That's kind of a rarity. I don't see very many rock bridges. Alright, you still got the fast-moving river down there. And looks like this is kind of a viewing area down here. Looks like a sunny little viewing area. So maybe we'll keep the video going until we get to this little overlook of the river. Right here. Nice sunny spot. Maybe too sunny. Yeah, there's the some more of the dells of the Eau Claire right there. And here's some more stuff down here, a little rock wall they built. And there's more of the river. We're coming up to a really cool spot on the Ice Age Trail. This bridge here that goes over the Eau Claire River. It's just incredible. There's the river down there. And I was hiking right next to the river just a few minutes ago. And it does this switchback affair thing to come up the hill here. And now we're headed for this wonderful bridge. You know, and it's pretty high up off the river here. This is one of the best river walks on the Ice Age Trail. You go along the Eau Claire River for a long time. You start up there at the park when you cross the dam. Oh, we got some people here, and it's just really nice river walk. There you can see the Rapidy River. There you can see some more. And hi everybody, how you doing?
Hello.
And just an incredible sight here, crossing this big bridge. And I believe once you get to the this end, the Ice Age Trail takes a right and goes along the river some more. And then there's the other trail, what they call the South River Trail. Here we go, up here. There's the sign up here. So you can loop back using the South River Trail. Look at the huge white pine. And there's the river there, which continues to amaze right here. It's not so fast, but every once in a while you get areas of white water. And you're just hiking on the pine needles here. So just an incredible river walk, for probably the best river walk for mid-sized river in Wisconsin. Just incredibly great. And here we got a little waterfall right there, which is really nice. Alright, I'm taking one last look at the Eau Claire River here. This is just a little side trail that comes off the Ice Age Trail that comes to the river. But it looks like, over here's the Ice Age Trail here. It looks like the trail is taking a right-hand turn here, and this might be the spot where it turns away from the river. Alright, I'm out to Highway Z. They got a nice trailhead here. There's some nice benches there for the start of your hike or the end of your hike or whatever. If they're gathering up to do a hike, this is a nice spot. I sat down here just double checking to make sure I didn't drop anything. So coming out here, this would be Highway Z, and I've got a little road walk here to the Thornapple segment. So we're coming to the end of the road walk here, the short road walk between the Thornapple segment and the dells of the Eau Claire segment. I just says, oh, there was a turkey crossing the trail. Maybe there's more. I just got caught off guard here. It says Ice Age Trail closed. Then it says from September 1 to December 15th due to hunting. Hires use alternative Thornapple to Gold Dust Road. My hike on Thornapple Creek Road is about to end. It's a little longer than I thought it would be. we're heading down Gold Dust Road, so which is a dead-end road. And about a mile it dead ends, and that's where the Ice Age Trail is. Basically, I'd forgotten about that chunk being closed for hunting season starting September 1st. So I hiked in a little bit just to see where the turkeys went and to look at a farm field, and turned around, came back out, and started doing the road hike. Alrighty, I'm at the end of Gold Dust Road, which used to be Partridge Road, and here's where I would have came through, and it's still got the same sign at this end. Ice Age Trail is closed ahead between starting September 1st. So, and there's a couple cars here, so there's probably a couple people out hiking, or not hiking, out hunting. And then right here it says Ice Age Trail property boundary. So again, like I said, it said it was closed, so I went around, and now I'm probably glad I went around. It looks like there's a couple cars there, maybe from hunters. Okay, I'm coming out the highway end here, and I just did this little gravel road for like a mile. The only real landmark on this is these two, the tower and the lookout tower there. So it's pretty uneventful little road hike on a little gravel road. Now I'm coming up to Highway M, and the trail should start up right here at this corner again. And so I gotta check to see if I can see where the trail is down here. Oh, there's a yellow blaze on that dead end sign right there. So negotiate the road. There's the road, and there it is there. And I believe there's a parking lot down there a little bit. And there's a blaze right there, and we're in Marathon County Zone 1. And there's the blaze, and this looks like might be the Ice Age Trail down here going to the right here. Alright, we're up to the junction of the side trail that goes to the parking lot. Here it is. If it's a blue blaze, that means it's a side trail to the parking lot. So it says County Road and Trailhead parking lot that way. That's where I came from, and I'm heading this way. Nice smooth trail. That's nice. It makes some good time with a trail like this. Here's a nice bench here, which is in memory of Doris Zanus. I don't know how to say that. Luckily, the Eagle, it's an Eagle Service project, and Justin Langbecker is the Eagle Scout. 1997. Wow, it's been there for a while. I was even a Scoutmaster back in 1997. Wow, and here's a nice little creek with a nice little bridge. Again, this is Eagle Scout project of Mike Donovan. But we've had like a lot of Eagle Scouts on this little section of trail here. Wow. Okay, here's the spot. Right here you can see the yellow ribbons on the tree, and you can see several yellow ribbons back that way. And over here you can see yellow ribbons. This is the spot where they're bringing the trail through, where they're having the reroute. It's been flagged off. and they're going to get the trail off of this little forest road. Now if I wanted to, like Rachel was telling me this morning, that I could hike the flag line if I felt like it, but you know, I want to make time. I'm coming out to what looks like somebody's driveway here. It's kind of unusual. I remember some residential stuff the last time I was here, that you went near people's property. But it looks like we're coming down this road here, or this driveway, to get you across this wetland here. Looks pretty muckety. I'm at the corner of Phoenix and Hoodall, and there's the Ice Age Trail place there, and I thought for sure that the trail goes straight on this little road there, and I was like looking around, so I don't see any blazes down that way, but there's a blaze here. You can just, you walk down this way. This is how people get lost here. It's this little tree here. There's the blaze right there, and this little tree here is in the way. So I'm gonna do something about that right now. But see if I can bend this branch out of the way. I don't have clippers with me, otherwise I'd clip it down. But that's the type of stuff that gets people messed up, is right there. Oh wow, take a look at this. It looks like there was like tornadoes come through here. There's all sorts of down trees here. So I'm wondering what's happening, if that's indeed what happened. Look at all the down trees. And there's one that looks like it's gonna come down at any moment. Right there. Okay. So now I am at the Plover Cave. Cave is where there's a downspout in the glacier, and it kind of made a conical hill, which is fancy word for say upside down cone type of hill. Here's a nice little bench here using cement and it's an Eagle Scout project, and they have a nice sign that shows us where we're at the Plover Cave, and that's where I'm going, is to Poplar Lane. Doesn't really have a what do you call it, a scale. Oh, it says 1 inch equals 1,000 feet. So if you can figure out, if you have a ruler there and can have an inch, you can kind of tell an inch. But I got mammoth tracks, so I could check on it to see the exact distance. So here we go. This has been really, really nice. Nicely done. They got lots of good volunteers in the, well, it used to be called the Marathon County chapter. Now it's called the Central Moraine chapter. So they've been doing a good job with this. I got kind of stupid news to report. I wasn't very clever back at the Plover Cave. What I ended up, I was looking at my mammoth tracks, and I was doing the video, this, that, and the next thing. And I ended up going down the trail back the other direction. And I got back to the place that had all the trees where I said it was messed up, like it looked like there was a tornado. Then I looked at my mammoth tracks again and figured out I was off track. So then I probably walked back a 1/4 mile and then had to walk that 1/4 mile again. So I ended up doing an extra 1/2 mile. I'm coming out, here's the van at Poplar Road near Ringle. Oh, I'm glad to see that. But I estimate I did around 29.5 miles this weekend. of what I call mammoth track miles on the trail, but I just, like I said, that here's the van, the extra half a mile just now at the Plover cane. So you come out here and they got a brand new, really nice kiosk board right over here. Looks super fine, the board. And then the Ice Age trail starts up over there again. Anyway, I figured I did 29 and a half miles of Ice Age trail hiking, and I had to do that walk around today for the deer hunting, so that I think that added a mile and a half. And yesterday I walked out of the Merrill school forest. That probably added another mile and a half, plus the half a mile just now at the Plover cane. So I'm saying I did around 32 or 33 miles this weekend. So, but the nice thing is this part here, Marathon County, has been really, really good. It was really, really, what would you call, smooth and easy to hike. So that's good, compared to like over there in the Chequamegon on the east side of Mondeaux, going to Fawn Avenue was kind of hard hiking because of all the roots and rocks and stuff like that. I'd like to thank everybody who helped me this weekend. Rachel this morning, who shuttled me, and Buzz Meyer yesterday. That saved me a lot of time and allowed me to hike some more. So that's great. All right, see y'all on my next adventure.